All right. What is up, guys? Levi here with another WTS Right to Success segment. And I've got to ask you guys this one question. Have you ever had something maybe in your life that for even a short amount of time or a long amount of time, you're working to try to get something? Whatever it is, you're trying to get some kind of result, some kind of answer, some kind of clarification, whatever it may be. And let's say it's a certain amount of time later and you get it finally. You get what you were wanting. How did you get it? I don't care what it is. It can be anything. Whatever you did to get it, how did it make you feel when you finally got what you were going after? It's a great feeling, whether it's something good or something not so good, to get a hold of what you're going after. And for me this week, it's exactly what I got. A situation had come up, and it was something that was really out of the norm of what I've been kind of doing the last couple of years of my life. Kind of took me to a different place, kind of really rattled my cage a little bit. And I made a decision that I'd been trying to get this result with a situation for some time, whether it was a good result or maybe not a good result. I wanted to seal the deal on something one way or the other, but it wasn't being given to me. I made the decision one night that I said, I've got to close this one way or the other. And you're going to have that. Maybe you have that in your life where you just say, I've got to close this deal, or I've got to make this stick. I've got to have this happen. It has to, it must, it will. And I told myself that with this situation, one way or the other, it had to come full circle. For me, I had to know. And I kind of attacked the situation as I had in the past, hoping maybe to get a different result. I didn't get the result that I was wanting. So I made a decision. I've got to step it up. And this is where it gets crazy. This is where you take risks. This is where you maybe get attention from people that you don't want the attention from. Or maybe you get different looks, or maybe glares or whispers, because you're stepping out of your box and you're going doing what you got to do to make it happen. For me, I went all in. I risked looking foolish. I risked looking off my rocker. I risked looking different. And I kept piling on and pressure and kept applying things. And just yesterday, I got what I wanted. I got what I wanted. And see, from the very beginning, I had told myself, if it's good, awesome. If it's not, awesome. Because it's awesome either way, because it's going after what you want and getting it, one way or the other. Bringing something full circle, whether it's going to benefit you or maybe it's something you got to learn from. But the fact is I did what I had to do in all respects to get what I was looking for. And I'll tell you, the moment I got it, the moment I was told what I needed to hear, that monkey climbed off my back right then. And it will for you too. Don't ever let a situation come up, and don't ever be afraid that, well, I can't do this because somebody will think this, or they'll think this badly of me. We have one life, guys. One life. It's how we live this one life, because when it's over, it's not like a video game. You don't get a restart. You don't get a new set of lives. We look in the video games, and what do the video games that the kids play have? The characters have 3, 4, 5, 10 lives. We have one. And the moment my full circle came to be, I felt awesome. Yeah, I had to look a little silly, had to look a little intense, draw a little attention upon myself, but I got what I wanted. And maybe it didn't work out the way I had hoped, but nonetheless, I didn't back down. I got what I needed. And I did it by having the confidence in myself to say, this is what I've got to have to move forward, one way or the other. And I did it. Now you can say after you achieve your own result, oh gosh, somebody's going to say this, or maybe somebody's going to say that, or, it doesn't matter. Other people are going to say things no matter what. All that matters is you do you. And when you get that result and you feel that sense of accomplishment, even if things don't go exactly how you planned, if you know that you still got an end result, and that was the goal the whole time, Mazel tov, mission accomplished. Put that subject down and move on. People are always going to talk. I mean, and it's something that you got to understand, and that's life. People are always going to say something. People maybe always think something, or, you hear whispers or comments or smirks. It doesn't matter. Right there matters. And if you feel good about getting something that you wanted, because you stuck it out, you fought for it, and regardless of outcome, you fought at it. You made it happen. That's living. So I will tell you in this, my call to action for today in this segment is go after it. Don't be afraid of what people are saying. For example, when Orville and Wilbur Wright first developed the airplane, they were laughed at. They were ridiculed. They were called crazy. They were called nuts. People would say, we're not meant to fly. If we were meant to fly, we'd have wings. Roger Bannister, first man to ever break the 4-minute mile, was told, the human body can't do it. You're crazy for trying to do this over and over. And you know what? These 3 men are some of the most successful in the world for innovation. We now have airplanes that fly everywhere because of the crazy Wright brothers who invented the airplane. I think it's over 20,000 people now in this world, probably 30 by now, have broke the 4-minute mile running. A lot of them, even high school kids, have done it because crazy Roger Bannister went out and did it. When people start saying that you're different or start saying that you're crazy about an idea or a belief or a character trait that you have, be proud of it. If you're doing it for the right reason and you're doing it to better yourself, better the world around you, that is a sign that you're improving yourself. And there's nothing that can take away from that. And, just let things be. There's a reference that I saw. I seen this picture the other day, and it was a small little boat that was tied to a dock out in the middle of a lake, and the dock was actually broken and sinking into the water, so you couldn't get to land. But this boat was tied to this dock. You're that boat. I'm that boat. We are all that boat. What are we tying ourselves to? Don't tie yourself to a false belief. Don't tie yourself to something that's not going to benefit you. Don't tie yourself to a limiting ideology that you can't do something. Because the truth is, if we tie ourselves to that mental dock in our life, we're going to go nowhere. And life is too short. So go out there and don't be afraid to do whatever you need to do. Don't break the law, but break the rules. One big thing I would say is that it's important that you have your inner value. And if it's something that you desire to fulfill yourself so you can grow and be positively prosperous, it will all shake out in the end. but just go out there and do it. And it doesn't matter if it's day or night. It doesn't matter where you live, your age, or anything else about you. Go out there and make it happen. See you guys.